Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, the Hunter. Welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. And hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk about the power rankings for this week. We got a surprise team at number 1. Everybody's bugging out about the loss on Sunday. The New York Mets, according to CBSSports.com. But before we get into this video, of course, hit the subscribe button, the comments in the comments section. Yes, the Mets are number 1. Even though a lot of Met fans are ready to jump off the bridge. Mets won 7 in a row, folks, against some good teams. And they have a couple of losses, and everybody's ready to quit on the season. It's ridiculous. People online need to calm the F down, right? Including people like that Mets talk with Rob. He's already ready to jump ship already. Ridiculous. That's what they do. That's what they do. Here's some CBS Sports. MLB Power Rankings. Mets soar to number 1 the first time this year, but so much for those unbeatable Dodgers. The tax Dodgers are 10-10 in their last 20 games. Oops. That's how they wrote it. The sub-headline. We'll skip all this preamble gobbledygook. Preamble nonsense. And number 1. You see what they wrote about the New York Mets. At number 1, the New York Mets. 2 slots above where they were last week. You cannot say enough about the starting pitching stepping up here in the first month. Major kudos to Kodai Senga, Clay Holmes, Tyler McGill, Griffin Canning, and David Peterson for making the rotation a strength. Also note the 1986 were only 2 games better than 2025 Mets at this point. Well, isn't that interesting? They're 19-19, folks. Okay, just keep this in mind. Mets had a perfect homestand last time. They'll be back on the road. Back at home on Tuesday playing the Diamondbacks, and they're a very good team. At number 2, the Chicago Cubs. Cubs have had the hardest schedule in baseball to this point. The remaining schedule, the easiest in baseball, as an example. They only played the Marlins and White Sox from May 12th to the 21st. Oh boy, a great team would start testing now. Would be feasting now. Let's see how great these Cubs are. I would mention about the Mets. Their schedule's pretty good up until June. I know they played the Yankees in a couple of weeks on the weekend. But besides that, their schedule's pretty soft. Although we thought the schedule would be soft this weekend. But it's not. Number 3. The LA Dodgers. My hunch is they'll be number 1 next week, but they are coming off a 2-3 week and have been outplayed by the Cubs on the field. And the Mets have the best record. That's right. They may be dealing with a little hangover. I noticed that Shohei Ohtani has gotten off to a very slow start by his standards. No one's talking about that. Number 4, the San Francisco Giants. Remember 21 when the Giants were awesome at the start of the season? So many people kept thinking they'd eventually return to earth with an extended stretch of losing. Only it never came. Is it happening again? What we'll see. The 19-10, they had a very good start. At number 5, the Tigers. Only 5-7 away from home so far this season. Now head on out for a 10-game road trip. Let's see what they've made. Okay, we'll see. Number 6, the New York Yankees. Down a slot. They're still sitting in first place despite whatever has happened to Devin Williams. I guess he wasn't tipping his pitches against Peter Lines. I would say that the polar bear probably broke him, I think. At number 7. Dropping at 6 slots, because they were number 1 last week. The San Diego Padres. They're dealing with injuries, yes, but those expose their lack of depth. Padres have now lost 8 out of 11. Wow. At number 8, Seattle Mariners, Andres Munoz at this point has an argument as the best reliever in baseball. I never heard of him. Never heard of him. And they're up 4 slots. And at number 9, they haven't moved anywhere. That's the Texas Rangers. You need the AL leader in ERA. It's Tyler Mahle. Really? And number 10, still at 10, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Eugenio Suarez is on pace to hit 58 home runs. He hit 40 the other night against the Braves, the scum-sucking Braves. Only one Diamondbacks player has ever topped 45, and that, of course, was the juiced-up Luis Gonzalez He had 57 in 2001. You can't tell me he wasn't on the juice. He was a little guy. At number 10, at number 11, you won't hear this anywhere else in my commentary on these players. Jordan Alvarez might be ready to get hot. Quick sorting of his stats by month says this was the worst month of his career. August 22 was his only month with a sub 650 OPS. They're number 11. They're up 2 slots. At number 12, dropping 6 slots. The Philadelphia Phillies, and they're getting swept by the New York Mets. And Rob Thompson, I wonder if Rob Thompson understands how ridiculous he looks, complaining about Edwin Diaz saying he was faking an injury in one of the games the other day. How about the start from Jesus Luzardo? He's been off the charts amazing, but they dropped. Number 13, the Red Sox. They're up 2 slots. They're 16-4. Alex Bray was on pace for 59 doubles. Wow, he's had a very strong start. Number 14. Remember Stephen Kwan was hitting 397 as of last June 19th? He's at 346 right now. Son of a bitch, can't keep that up, man. Unbelievable. At number 15, at 15 and 13, the Cincinnati Reds. I said that Tito would figure it out. Since that woeful 2-6 start, the Reds have been playing some good baseball, and the offense is still capable of more. I said that they're going to be in the race there in the Central. They're going to be a real pain for a lot of teams. Keep an eye on them. You know, they're going to be really good, especially with that manager, the best manager in the division. At number 16, the scum-sucking Braves. That's all I have to say there. At number 17, the Kansas City Royals. The Royals lost 6 in a row and then won 6 in a row. Easy come, easy go. And the Royals are up and down. Unless Bobby Witt Jr. hits, they don't hit. And I think Salvador Perez might be done. We'll see. At number 18, the Tampa Bay Rays. Through Tuesday, the Rays were on a stretch of dreadful baseball, but they've now gone hot against 2 very good NL West teams. It's a nice illustration of how quickly the tide can turn early at this point. At number 19, the Milwaukee Brewers, and they collapsed this week. They've dropped 8 spots on this chart. A rough week for the Brew Crew. The good news is that they get to face the White Sox now. Oh, that's always a good sign. And number 20, the Oakland. I keep saying that. I said that the other day with a friend of mine. The Sacra Tomato, don't call us that, Athletics. I don't think they're a good team, but they are a pretty fun team to watch, especially with the power in the lineup right now. They're 14 and 14. They're up 3 spots. They're going to be fun. They're going to be a little under 500. They're 2 years away, but they got a good lineup, good young lineup, and they got better when Nick Kurtz haven't gotten called up from AAA. And number 21, the Blue Jays got swept out of the Yankee Stadium. Pathetic. Number 20 at 22, and I'm surprised they're so low. This is the Nationals. Obviously, this video is being recorded before Monday's game. Dylan Cruz has now hit safely in 11 of his 12 games. He's cut down on strikeouts and is hitting for power in the stretch too. I did a video on him saying that according to a writer down there, that they should send him down. He looks kind of ridiculous, doesn't he? The Baltimore Orioles at number 23. Not very good. What a waste. In the time it took you to read this comment, the Orioles just left another runner in scoring position. 10 and 17. The manager should get fired. General manager should get fired, folks. They have too much talent to be 10 and 17. And I know that division, the American League is not great this year. Okay, there's not a lot of great teams there. So they can get to postseason. But I would not hold on to this manager for too much longer. This is a manager that was hired by the previous ownership. They didn't give a shit. Same goes for the general manager. He was hired by the previous general manager. You never know if he might have some kind of resentment towards new ownership. They might be sabotaging the team by not making big moves. You never know. And I would fire the manager. If they don't turn this around over the next 2-3 weeks, I'd get rid of him. And number 24, the Cardinals. Let's swept them 4 games a week ago. Number 25, the Twins. Boy, oh boy. After that little collapse they had last year, they're not the same. Number 26, the Marlins. Can't hit. Strike out a ton. Number 27. Other than Paul Skeens, they're terrible. Seems like Andrew Haney has pitched well. He's got a 1.72 ERA. At number 28, probably the biggest team that dropped the most spots is the Anaheim Angels. They've lost 10 of their last 13 games. Not good. At number 29, the White Sox. Yes. At number 30, and bringing up the rear, and also the worst team in the National League. And according to this, the worst team in baseball. They're 4-23. The Colorado Rockies. Yeah, so the Colorado Rockies are 4-23, and the White Sox are 7-21. Unbelievable. But at least the White Sox aren't going to be the worst team in baseball. It looks like the Rockies might have that wonderful label to have for this year. So let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut 2. I'll see you later.